In this video, I am going to talk about Goal 11 and my expectations and how you're going to write those. In our sessions, you will only write one paragraph of Goal 11 for each section or for each session that we focus on it. So I just want to give a little overview right now. Goal 11 is a part of the Missouri Professional Standards for Professional Educators. And you will have already created this page. This is your Goal 11 page. And yours will look almost exactly like, actually exactly like this one at the top. You'll have the little blurb about it. You'll have all the objectives bulleted right there. You'll have a table of contents. You will then have artifacts and resources. Of course, your name will go here and the date and your major. But you will have all of these exact artifacts by the end of this semester. Now, you will not have all of those from the first, obviously, and so you need to make sure and link those, and we'll talk about which things go where when we get there. But back over here on our, the website development in Goal 11, the paragraphs will focus on how you are meeting these standards. These standards were written by the International Society for Technology for Educators, and each paragraph will focus on one of those 5 standards. And I'm going to go back over here to what those are. Facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. Design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessment. Model digital age learning and work. Promote and model digital citizenship and responsibility, and then engage in professional growth and leadership. You will be telling me, writing about how the projects that we create in this class meet those standards. And so if you want to go and look at some ideas to help you write, then you can click on this link right here, Use the ISTE Standards. And it is a link to a document that tells you more in depth, what does that really mean? What does facilitate and inspire student learning really mean? And here are some examples of what that could mean. Now, I do not want you to copy exactly from this, obviously, but it'll help you to get some good information about what you can write about. Okay, so back over here. In this very first paragraph, you're going to talk about the graphic organizers and how these help students to be creative, help them visualize information, help them for the different learning styles. They might be a visual learner. So over here, you are going to write your very first paragraph. Now, each one of these paragraphs will begin a different way. You want to kind of vary the beginnings. So this one says, according to Goal 11.1, and you notice that 11.1 is in bold, I need to facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. This bolded information is exactly the same as the bulleted point up here, and you'll do that for each one of your paragraphs. So I have the exact language of the goal. And then I'm going to tell what artifacts that I've created help meet that goal. So in Goal 11.1, we're going to use the 2 graphic organizers. So you'll say something like that. I have met this goal by developing 2 graphic organizers, and then you're going to link both of them here. And we'll talk about how to link those in class. But then you're going to tell me how those graphic organizers actually help you meet the goal. So you can talk about things about student creativity, about how visual things help students learn. You can talk about those different learning styles and how that appeals to students. Here's one from a student a couple of semesters ago that is on Objective 1. I need to facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. I've met this goal by developing 2 graphic organizers. These graphic organizers meet this goal because a visual representation for students to use as an example of what learning and creativity look like. Graphic organizers help, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she talks about, refers back to the graphic organizers. She refers back to creativity and student learning. Okay, that's really important. So that's the very first part of this. In Goal 11.2, you will focus on the next one, and in each one of the sessions that we actually do a project and then we write a paragraph about it, you will link those projects within your paragraph, but you'll set it up the same way. Some other paragraph starters that could help are things like Goal 11.2 states that, blah, blah, blah. She used according to probably too many times. You can say based on Goal 11.3 or 2 or whatever it is. Those type of things to kind of vary your paragraphs. Also, there are a couple links here to use for sentence variety, just what we were talking about. So those are just some little helps that you can use. Let's see if I need anything else. So just make sure when you do your Goal 11 that you always have your artifacts linked up here in the list, and then you will also have to have artifacts down here in their original format. Okay, so you will have 2 Smart Notebook lessons and then 1 Inspirations graphic organizer will be in the original format. You can tell that by the extension right here, notebook.isf.notebook. And I'll show you how to do those in class. But that's just an overview of Goal 11. We will be writing these 5 paragraphs individually during different sessions, and then you'll finish by writing the introduction and the conclusion paragraph according to the expectations. So hopefully this will give you a little better understanding about how to start writing your Goal 11 reflection.